The car dealership buzzed with energy on that sunny afternoon. Bright banners wave in the light breeze, advertising special deals, while shiny new cars gleamed under the sun. Customers strolled through the lot, chatting excitedly with salespeople and admiring the latest models. There were sporty coupes, family-friendly SUVs, and eco-friendly hybrids, each vehicle inviting potential owners to take a closer look. Inside the showroom, the smell of fresh leather filled the air as people examined the interiors of their favorite cars. Laughter and conversation echoed as families discussed options or friends debated which color looked best. The sales team moved swiftly, eager to help everyone find their dream car. In one corner, a little boy pressed his nose against a sleek red convertible, his eyes wide with wonder. Nearby, a couple debated between two sedans, their smiles growing as they imagined new adventures ahead. Amid this joyful chaos, the manager kept a watchful eye on everything, making sure customers felt welcomed and taken care of. Little did he know that his day was about to take an unexpected turn, one that would change the dealership forever. As the lively atmosphere continued, the dealership manager, Mr. Thompson, moved through the showroom with a sense of pride. With neatly combed hair and a crisp suit, he embodied professionalism. He had spent years building the dealership's reputation, ensuring that customers received top-notch service every time they visited. Mr. Thompson believed in running a tight ship and had strict policies about behavior in his dealership. He always reminded his staff that respect was key, both for customers and their cars. However, he could also be quite stern, especially when he felt someone was being disruptive. His motto was simple: happy customers make happy sales. He liked to maintain order among the hustle and bustle, which sometimes made him seem a bit rigid. Despite his serious demeanor, Mr. Thompson cared deeply about his employees and wanted them to succeed as well. He often held team meetings to motivate everyone and share stories of successful sales. Little did he know that this particular day would challenge his approach to managing the dealership and test his understanding of customer treatment in ways he'd never imagined. Just as the day was progressing, the dealership's excitement reached new heights with the arrival of a familiar figure. Snoop Dogg, dressed in a casual hoodie and sneakers, strolled onto the lot with an easygoing smile. His laid-back demeanor instantly caught the attention of both staff and customers alike, drawing curious glances as he moved among the cars. Snoop was known for his love of automobiles, and today was no different. He wandered from one car to another, admiring their designs and giving approving nods. A sleek black SUV caught his eye, and he leaned against it, casually chatting with anyone who approached him. The atmosphere shifted as people realized they were in the presence of a celebrity, creating a buzz throughout the dealership. Salespeople whispered excitedly to each other, while customers whipped out their phones to capture selfies with the music icon. Snoop's friendly attitude made everyone feel relaxed. He laughed and joked with fans, effortlessly blending his fame into the bustling environment of the dealership. However, little did he know that this unexpected visit would soon lead to a dramatic misunderstanding that would change everything. As Snoop Dogg continued to mingle within the dealership, Mr. Thompson was busy at his desk, keeping an eye on the showroom floor. He noticed a crowd forming around one car, but assumed it was just another customer with too much enthusiasm. Unaware of Snoop's identity, Mr. Thompson decided to step in and restore order. He approached the scene, noticing Snoop chatting and laughing with a group of young fans. In his mind, this was out of line for a customer in his dealership. With a stern expression, he cleared his throat and interrupted the conversation, addressing Snoop directly. "Excuse me, sir, but we have policies about being respectful to other customers and not causing distractions." Snoop raised an eyebrow, slightly surprised by the sudden confrontation. He tried to explain who he was, pointing out that he was simply admiring the cars, but Mr. Thompson's strict demeanor made it hard for him to be heard amidst the chatter. The misunderstanding escalated as the manager insisted that Snoop needed to leave for disrupting the peace, unaware that he was actually speaking to the new owner of the dealership. With tension building in the air, Mr. Thompson approached Snoop Dogg, his expression serious as he prepared to address what he considered unacceptable behavior. Listen, sir, he began, trying to keep his tone firm but professional. We have certain expectations here, and it seems like you're causing a distraction for other customers. Snoop, taken aback by the confrontation, raised his hands in a gesture of peace. I'm just here enjoying the cars and chatting with some fans, he replied, his voice calm and friendly. I didn't mean to disrupt anything. However, Mr. Thompson was not in the mood to hear explanations. He continued, I need you to take your conversation outside. This is a place for serious buyers, and we can't have disturbances. His decision was resolute. He believed it was necessary to maintain order. Snoop's smile faded as he realized the manager was not going to back down. You don't understand who I am, he said, frustration creeping into his voice. But Mr. Thompson cut him off, insisting that Snoop leave the premises immediately. The atmosphere grew tense as onlookers watched the scene unfold, surprised by the unexpected ejection of a celebrity from their dealership. As the commotion settled, a voice called out from the back of the showroom, cutting through the tension. It was Mr. Jenkins, the dealership's owner and a longtime friend of Snoop Dogg. With a mixture of disbelief and concern, he rushed forward to intervene. Wait a minute, what's going on here? He asked, his eyes darting between Mr. Thompson and Snoop. Just doing my job, Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Thompson replied defensively. This man was causing a disturbance. Mr. Jenkins's face turned pale as he looked at Snoop. Disturbance? That's Snoop Dogg. He's the new owner. The words hung in the air, shocking everyone in the dealership. A wave of realization washed over Mr. Thompson as he processed what he had just heard. He stammered, New owner? But Snoop chuckled lightly, shaking his head. I guess I should have worn a suit today. With a broad smile, he added, I came by to check things out, not to cause trouble. The atmosphere shifted instantly, from tension to embarrassment, for both Mr. Thompson and the staff, who realized how they had unknowingly disrespected their new boss. As the reality of the situation settled in, Mr. Thompson felt his face flush with embarrassment. The once proud manager now found himself grappling with disbelief at his earlier actions. How could he have kicked out a famous celebrity and the new owner of the dealership? He replayed the moments in his mind, from confronting Snoop to insisting he leave, each recollection deepening his sense of mortification. Mr. Thompson's heart raced as he glanced at the staff and customers, their expressions a mix of surprise and amusement. He could feel their eyes on him, silently judging his hasty decisions. What have I done? He thought, shaking his head in disbelief. The weight of the mistake was heavy. He had not only embarrassed himself, but had also potentially damaged the reputation of the dealership he had worked so hard to build. Snoop's friendly demeanor contrasted sharply with the manager's earlier sternness, amplifying Mr. Thompson's regret. He took a deep breath, realizing that he needed to make amends. I need to apologize, he thought, feeling a wave of determination wash over him as he prepared to approach Snoop and rectify this disaster in front of everyone watching. As the reality of the incident sank in, Snoop Dogg surprised everyone with his relaxed and humorous attitude. Instead of expressing anger or frustration about being kicked out, he simply chuckled and shook his head, a broad smile on his face. Hey, it happens to the best of us, he quipped, drawing laughter from the crowd that had gathered. He turned to those around him and said, I didn't mean to disrupt the flow. I just came to check out some cars and enjoy the vibes. His light-hearted comments eased the tension in the room, transforming what could have been an awkward situation into a moment of shared laughter. Snoop went on to joke, Next time, I'll wear a name tag. Maybe then I won't get kicked out for loving my cars. The charm in his voice made it clear that he was taking the incident in stride and didn't hold any hard feelings. His kindness toward the situation won over many in the dealership. Instead of bitterness, Snoop displayed an understanding that lightened the atmosphere, further demonstrating why he was not only a beloved celebrity, but also now a respected owner of the dealership. In the aftermath of the incident, both Mr. Thompson and the staff took away valuable lessons about respect and the importance of not making assumptions based on appearances. Mr. Thompson realized that his strict policies while necessary for maintaining order, should never overshadow the need for understanding and open communication. He learned that every customer deserves to be treated with dignity, regardless of their fame or how they present themselves. The staff also reflected on their reactions during the confrontation. They recognized that celebrity status does not exempt anyone from being treated kindly and respectfully. They were reminded that everyone has a story, and taking the time to listen could prevent misunderstandings. Snoop Dogg's gracious response served as a powerful example for all. His ability to diffuse a tense situation with humor highlighted the value of kindness in unexpected circumstances. The dealership emerged from this experience with a renewed commitment to foster an inclusive environment where all customers are welcomed, regardless of their background. Moving forward, Mr. Thompson emphasized a culture of respect among his team, ensuring that everyone would think twice before jumping to conclusions about others in the future. As the dust settled from the surprising incident, both Snoop Dogg and the dealership staff found themselves with a new perspective on their roles. For Snoop, the experience highlighted his desire to create a welcoming environment in his new business. He understood that building relationships with customers was as important as selling cars. His lighthearted response to his own ejection underscored his commitment to kindness, a quality he hoped to instill in his new team. Meanwhile, Mr. Thompson and his staff learned that respect and understanding should always come first, regardless of appearances or fame. They recognized that every interaction matters. Even casual encounters could lead to misunderstandings if not handled with care. This funny yet humbling experience sparked a collective change in approach at the dealership. With new promises of open communication and inclusivity, the team felt invigorated, ready to embrace a culture where everyone felt valued. The incident became a humorous story they would share often, serving as a reminder of the importance of treating all customers with dignity and respect, an important lesson learned through laughter and humility. From that day forward, the dealership thrived not only in sales, but also in community spirit and connection.